Number one thing when you're playing with a sub rogue, do not stun their kill target. But this rogue is at 50%, or maybe it was the warrior, but that guy died so fast. Okay, so he got hit by a 4 million execute and a 1.2 million rushing wind kick, and we just have damage. So I'm gonna sweep here. I get a double sweep into an in cap on the priest, and then we kill the rogue. So the best thing you can do, especially in full lobby, if you're playing against two melee, leg sweep the DPS into an in cap on the healer is one of the best consistent goes that you can do as a Mistweaver. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Mystical. Today I am bringing you a 6-0 solo shuffle. We end up at about 2400 MMR, which is kind of nice. I don't do much solo shuffle, but it's still nice to get some games in, and a lot of people enjoyed this last time, so I'm doing it again. Please let me know if you like this, because I'm more than happy. If there's an overwhelming amount of people that want to see videos like this, I'll do them every week. So this is just an overview of solo shuffle, of the solo shuffle rounds, and pretty much what's going through my mind in certain times. So right off the bat here, I am seeing a Holy Priest, a sub rogue Windwalker, and I believe that is a BM Hunter. You can tell it's a BM Hunter because they have 2 pets, and then it's the Arms Warrior because they have parry. So this is a full melee lobby with obviously the Hunters slightly ranged, but they like to play melee range, of course. And the biggest thing you're going to have to deal with, and the biggest, most annoying spec that I find in solo shuffle that a lot of people don't know how to play against, is sub rogue. I actually feel like sub rogue, even though maybe it's not the greatest at times, is still good because you can just catch people without trinkets in a smoke bomb. So I always try to tell my DPS to save your trinket for smoke bomb. Please, like, they're gonna try to kill you in a smoke bomb. So I do try to tell them, and I am playing hybrid, by the way, in most of these shuffles. Full melee, obviously outside of Hunter, but still Hunter pets are melee range, and you can get a lot of healing, cleave healing off of that with the rushing wind kick. So I am playing hybrid in 5 out of 6 rounds. I will explain the one crackle round when it comes up, but this is what I'm playing. The one thing you will see different in my build is that I am playing mastery. So I do play crane style up here. I drop 1 point in overflowing mist to go crane style. So that is one thing to note. And I believe I changed one talent as well to go into detox, because when I'm playing against a rogue and they have poisons. So I think I dropped this talent, and I think I put it into improved detox here. But we'll see. I don't think they're going to hit me. Put it into improved yeah, okay. And the kill target is definitely going to be the Windwalker. It can be the rogue if you can kill them in a stun, or if they use their vanishes a little aggressively, but most of the time they don't. So get your port down, statue up, and everything, and I get sapped immediately. So this is, I try to get my hots up, and they open up on my warrior. The Windwalker is not hitting them, which is really good. I do notice that PI on the Windwalker, but it's getting wasted. I also see dance from the rogue, so I hope I'm going to try to disarm the rogue. I incap the Windwalker. I disarm the rogue on dance, because that's the most important cooldown versus sub rogues, is their dance. Okay, so whenever you see a shadow dance from the rogue, I don't even have a weak aura for it. I just track it on the arena frames here. Please do whatever you can. I mean, I do everything in my power. I clash them to root them off my teammates. I will incap them, disarm them, sweep them. Anything in your power to make sure that they can't do damage during a dance is important. I did incap the Windwalker there too, because they do have PI and they do quite a bit of damage. So I kind of just, I did that. I sit this fear, and it seems like, which is a little unfortunate. Usually the warrior plays Berserker Rage. I do get stunned here, so I revival into a gouge. By the way, I'm on every DR right now. By the way, I am on every single DR. And this is, I want to note, this is the Windwalker. This is the rogue's second dance here. I do see Royal Sacrifice come out, so this is really good from the Hunter. I'm actually, I don't see Rosh used very often in shuffle, so I'm very, very happy about that. But I just use Life Cocoon. I have both charges of Thunder Focus Tea, you know, for my damage, and I'm just trying to build up my vitality right now. I haven't been able to really do anything, but again, I see that the rogue has dance, so I sweep him, and just to slow that, because that's the rogue's kill window. Dance is now over. It looks like we're getting CC on the priest here, so it's kind of our turn. So I get some crackle damage in there, and then I believe I should start pushing in for some damage kind of soon. I wish I had CC off of this. Oh, there's my statue, by the way. I didn't get a chance to put it down at the start. So I get incapped here, which is okay, and then I port. Thank the Lord, because the priest is trying to fear me, and I'm trying to kite the priest right now as much as I can, because I don't want to get CC'd during my damage. I get crackle damage going. Rogue looks like he's dying, which is great. I rob the priest, not heal, and the Hunter, I do Shaylun, and he uses his heal, which is fantastic. So he gets topped off there, which is great. Hunters are normally really hard, but then I see this Windwalker is like kind of struggling a little bit, and Windwalker is absolutely kill target. I get blinded here. I trinket instantly. If I eat this fear from the priest, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think a half fear is fine. The hunter is doing okay. I think we turtle here. I think we are still fine. DR in cap is okay. I think we kill the Windwalker. In my mind, we're going to kill the Windwalker. We just need to get a CC chain on the Priest, I'm pretty sure. But it does get dicey. Hunters are really hard to heal. Maybe it would have been safer to just maybe like play Crackle. But I do see Dance on the Rogue, so I try to sweep it. I don't have Disarm here. DR cheap shot on me. Life Cocoon on the Hunter. And I'm trying to build up my Shaylun stacks because the next go is I have no Cocoon, right? My Warrior has Parry and Fear. So what I'm kind of banking on, hopefully, is that my Warrior, although it doesn't have Trinket, fears the next go. If you're ever playing with a Warrior, or if you are a Warrior, the most important thing when you're playing with a Mistweaver is to use your Fear defensively, not aggressively. So a go where I don't have Trinket and my Hunter doesn't have Trinket, or Turtle actually has nothing, try to Fear. It would be fantastic. So I'm kind of hoping that my Warrior uses Fear. I'm trying to taunt anything. I taunt Jwen hopefully kind of soonish, and I'm just trying to break any CC on me, but Celestial Condor is kind of rough. I do have damage here though, and especially with Jwen, I port the stun, and then the Priest does not commit for more fears, which is great. I do incap there. It's DR. It's actually bad. That was a really bad incap. But I'm trying to clash into Todd on the Rogue, and I'm actually genuine. This was the one round I was shocked that we won. I really was. I was not confident. I didn't even think the Rogue could die because they had Trinket. I don't know if they had cooldowns or anything, but we did win that round. There was swap, I'm pretty sure. So I do whisper the Hunter here saying my bad for the incaps, my fault, because I don't play with a lot of Hunters because Hunters are really hard to heal from Mistweavers. So you know, I sometimes do DR incap when I'm playing with a Hunter, which I'm not a fan of myself doing. For this round, Hunter pets are amazing for rushing wind kick. Perfect, I'll take it. So I play the same talents. Oh, okay, maybe I don't. I guess I don't want to disarm the Rogue here. Okay, I guess I don't. I think disarm. I guess the Warrior and the Windwalker should have disarm. So my thought process is maybe that they have disarms. One thing I do want to show that I did here, by the way. So one thing you can notice in Shuffle is that people do the same thing over and over again. So obviously the Rogue is going to go for a sap on me. So what I do is I Shadow Meld here. I Shadow Meld, so he can't sap me, and then I spinning crane kick to get the Rogue out because the Rogue's obviously going to try to go for saps on me. I just want to know, I mean, there's not much use for Shadow Meld in these matchups except for maybe Shadow Melding Stormbolt maybe. So yeah, that's just one way. And then we both incap the Rogue, which is good. This is a good opener, by the way. This is a really good opener for us. The Rogue does not get the saps. Priest just uses Fade there. I pour away from the Hunter to prevent trap. And then what I'm doing, if you could see down here in True FGC, which you can, I am taunting pets off cooldown. 100%. I'm trying to break scatters. I'm trying to break blinds. I'm trying to break traps, or fears from the Priest. Anything in my power to break CC so that I don't have to Trinket, because Rogues, again, are super scary. Dance from the Rogue. I'm going to sit this MC. I sit it. Smoke Bomb. I revival it. It's fine. I think we're okay. DR blind on me is fine because DR is with MC. And I'm able to sit the blind and Cocoon, which is so good. I'm so happy. And now we're just chilling. So there's no bomb. There's no threat of bomb, which is really good. I think this trap sticks. Yeah, this is a full trap right here, which is a little unfortunate. But MC on the Warrior. The Priest MC's the Warrior, so I'm kind of just chilling. I get a Thunder Focus Tee off, and I try to get a hot up, and then I'm just gonna. I don't know what I hit this Rogue for. I don't have damage, but I can guarantee you, I don't know. Maybe it was the Windwalker. Maybe it was the Windwalker. But this Rogue is at 50%, or maybe it was the Warrior. But that guy died so fast. I don't know if I checked the damage breakdown. Yeah, even the Warrior was surprised. I don't know what killed this Rogue. Let's just pause it for a second. Okay, so he got hit by a 4 million execute and a 1.2 million rushing wind kick, and then died straight up. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'll take that for sure. Yeah, it's just a lot of damage all at once into a touch of death. So that guy just died from 50 to 0, and it's so fast, so freaking fast. So Windwalker Hunter, I actually think that, in my opinion, if I can win all 3 rounds with the Hunter, I think I can win all 3 rounds with the Rogue, because Rogues and Hybrid work so well together because the Rogue can kind of slow down. I do play Crackle in this matchup because for some reason, it's probably just a me thing, but I actually don't play well into Warriors with Hybrid. I feel like they dunk on Hybrid Mistweaver. So I play Crackle with Disarm, Eminence, or Peaceweaver full defensive, and I'm just going to heal my hunter. I actually don't think I can heal through the damage on my hunter. I always struggle healing hunters. I don't know why. I think it's the feign death, stop my soothing mist, but they open on my windwalker, and I just revival and I disarm the warrior. I know it's dance on the rogue, but I disarm the warrior, and I'm just playing 40 yards away. I'm going to stay as far away as I can so that I can't be CC'd. I have my Yulon running right now, and then there's blind on the windwalker, which I think is a mistake by the rogue. Something goofed here. I don't think they're going to do a go on me. They gouge me because they just wasted blind, right? But then I think maybe they are hitting me, so I pre-4 brew here. So in case you couldn't tell, as soon as I see this blind on my windwalker, I immediately 4 brew, because I feel like if they're going to use a blind on my DPS, they're probably going to try to do a go on me. So I immediately 4 brew. I don't think they're going to go me. I think they're just like maybe waiting out I think it was a goof by the rogue with the blind. So yeah, they're obviously going my windwalker. I have a Shayloon and I have Cocoon. So I Cocoon first because I'm playing Condom of the Celestials. Always Cocoon first. Always rotate Cocoon. And then from there, it's Conduit and it's Shayloon's Gift. So I'm just chilling. There's Ray of Hope on the Warrior. I clash into a sweep on both. And they grip the rogue, and we're just going to do damage to the warrior. I mean, I think that's just what our comp does. I think we're just going to hit whoever's in front of us. So really good. That's fade from the priest. So, and this is a smoke bomb from the rogue. And I'm just going to heal. I just heal. And then I think I conduit off this. And I think I could have robbed the bomb there. And then I got my conduit off, but I don't think the shield was enough. So I do trinket that. And I do get a shielding gift off. Gouge on me is okay. The warrior has fear soon as well, or just use fear. So it is what it is. I don't have trinket for blind in 30, but I robbed the priest LOS here. I'm just trying to be annoying, and then I incap, and that's a swap from the priest, by the way, on the rogue. And I think we might, I don't know who we kill actually this round. It might be the warrior, but I get kidney shot here, which is super annoying. And I do have a Shayloon gift, and I have Cocoon so soon. I have Cocoon like right now, please. The cheap shots are an amazing port by the windwalker, by the way. And I Cocoon him, and I expel harm, heal myself, so I get a Chi Cocoon, and then I'm back to crackling. I incap the rogue, he's away. I'm trying to heal the hunter's pet, and now we're actually survived that go, which I'm actually shocked by. And yeah, the windwalker, really good port by the windwalker. I mean, if the windwalker didn't port, the windwalker is dead. So I'm really happy that my DPS pressed the buttons there. Disarming the warrior there, and we just have damage. So I'm going to sweep here. I get a double sweep into an incap on the priest, which again is one of the best things that you can do, and then we kill the rogue. So if you're ever looking for impact on a Mistweaver and how you can impact the game, I would say the best thing you can do, especially in full lobby, if you're playing against two melee, leg sweep the DPS into an incap on the healer is one of the best consistent goes that you can do as a Mistweaver. And now we have round 4. So we won every round with the hunter, which if I can even win one round with the hunter, I'd be happy with, but we won all of them. So I feel like with a rogue, any spec up rogue, but especially sub rogue, you can absolutely win every round with a sub rogue because they have the stuns and they have the kidney shots, they have the CC. Like if they can handle the CC and they stun somebody, you could just absolutely run them over with hybrid damage. So we do set up a port here. Maybe no port. Wow, feeling a little risky today, huh? All right, no port. Pushing in on the priest because we didn't get a sap, so we're gonna incap off that cheap shot. And I think we're just gonna do damage. Yeah, I did not put a port down, so I'm a little sad at myself. I revival a trap there, which is pretty good. But yeah, I think I could have avoided this fear if I wasn't bad and didn't put a port down. So I do have Chi-Ji. Again, hunter pets. We can hit into hunter pets all day. We will heal through the damage. So disarm on the warrior here, which is really good on their damage. Fantastic. We also have Chi-Ji rolling. And yeah, they're just running. And this is our windwalker damage. So what I'm doing is I'm trying my best to be as annoying as possible. I see a full blind on the holy priest there. I dispel that silence on the windwalker. I don't know what it does. I incap off the blind. And then I think I ROP into a double sweep here. No. I sweep the hunter. Oh, no. Number one thing when you're playing with a sub rogue, do not stun their kill target. Ever. Don't do it. Ever. You will get whispered after for sure. And, the rogue or the windwalker leg sweep there. I did not leg sweep there. Just letting you all know that. I have gotten message enough by rogues to do not stun their kill target, so it's fine. So I flipper here, take less damage. I probably cocoon the rogue here because the windwalker used karma there, and the karma got cracked instantly. Like I didn't even have like 2 or 3 globals, so I get feared here, DR, which I'm actually fine with. I'm greeting it a little bit. I put a mini port down, and I disarm the warrior here to stop damage, and then I use my hybrid damage and start kicking into the pets, and I think we just kill the warrior here. So again, this is that situation where the priest already used GS, the warrior had no trinket, we had smoke bomb, the priest was stacked on top of us. The priest actually, outside of that stun, could have gotten a fear if there was time, but there was no time. But one mistake this round, obviously I didn't put a port down. I wanted to push him with my melee, which is probably not ideal, but it is what it is. But more importantly, just make sure you're training your cooldowns and using your disarms on warriors on their damage. If you get interrupted by the hunter, disarm the warrior. If you see avatar, disarm the warrior. So we're up 4-0 right now, which feels pretty good. So we are playing again. The BM hunter is it's helping our damage, helping our hybrid healing out. So 100%, whenever I see a BM hunter, Demo Warlock, Unholy DK, I try my best to just hybrid into him, just because you could hit the pets and your team should be fine most of the time. Don't play disarm into this because there's really not much to disarm. I mean, I could disarm the hunter, but outside of that, it doesn't even stop that much damage. It just stops them from being interrupted. I finally get a port and a statue down, which is fantastic. We open on the Windwalker. Windwalker is an absolutely killable target, 100%. So we are going to do our best to do that. And I keep taunting off cooldown. I taunt pets here. Maybe it breaks a scatter. I port. Yeah, I reset my port there. Celestial Conduit, and I Chi-Ji and I Revival here on the Slicing Wind, because Slicing Wind is nature damage. I think Revival immune to damage. No joke. I'm like pretty sure. I get some crackle damage going out here. I get kicked. It is what it is. I can incap the Hunter, which I do. The Hunter actually trinkets it, which is amazing. I literally just keep taunting pets off cooldown because it just breaks scatters and everything. I cocoon the warrior here. I don't think it's bad, but the warrior does have buttons, right? Parry, fear, stuff like that, rally. So maybe I probably could have held it a little bit longer, but I do have my Thunder Focus Tea back, trinket from the rogue there on that fear into a full incap and roots. And I'm just trying to do damage. That kick actually didn't hit the Windwalker because I'm actually shocked. Now that I'm looking, I'm shocked that this trap hit. Maybe I'm crazy. Where did the hunter doesn't trap, stuns me at port, right? And then where's the trap? The trap's right here. Am I crazy? I remember thinking, how did I get trapped while this game was going on, right? Because the trap, and I port. Maybe I was late. I guess I was late on it. A little unfortunate. I do trinket that though. I think it kind of, there we go. I trinketed that, and I think it's okay because that's their only consistent CC, right? Probably trinket it. Yeah. I got to keep the rogue healthy. I got to keep the warrior healthy. I'm using all my cooldowns so that they don't have to, but I think oh, Todd doesn't go. Do we have smoke bomb for that? I feel like we had smoke bomb for that. We could have killed. That's all right though. Windwalker has no trinket. Priest has no trinket. Hunter has no trinket. We are in a good spot. I mean, I have no trinket, but this is where this round got a little sketchy because the priest, we started hitting the priest, and I really feel like, one, priests in general don't die, but two, I don't think healers are ever the kill target because now we have 2 DPS just doing whatever they want. So it does get a little sketchy this round. I set a full fear into a full trap, I think. So it's looking a little. Oh no, good kidney shot by the rogue there to stop that trap, which is great. And then the hunter just whiffs the trap. And I use a 2-stack Shaylin to get there. I'm doing whatever I can to keep this Windwalker alive. I mean, literally anything. Hunter, I just use kick. I can disarm that or dispel the trap, which I do. I cocoon the warrior. I should have cocooned the rogue, but I don't know. I legitimately don't know why my DPS aren't pressing buttons. Yeah, there's finally an evasion. Help me out just a little bit. I roll sweep the priest here just to get something maybe. I got a hot off on my warrior, and I think I port this trap. Yeah, I think I'm porting it, and then I'm taunting. I'm taunting immediately after because I feel like if a hunter struggles to trap, they're gonna scatter and it'll break. But I think we do get a bomb go here. This is my my Chi-Ji as well. So I do have damage. That's karma from the Windwalker, which is pretty good karma. I am just doing whatever I can to avoid CC. I'm trying so hard. I have trinket now. I don't know why I sat up for a little too long there. I feel like good parry from the warrior. Finally, I incap the hunter here. Todd doesn't go off. We get goes on the Windwalker and we get a kill. I cannot believe we won this round. I genuinely cannot believe we won this round. It was so close. Insane smoke bomb. Great goes by my DPS. I kind of wish they didn't greed their cooldown so much because I think I used cocoon like 2 times before my warrior parried once or my rogue used evasion. So that round, cannot believe we won it. It was close. But damage was crazy. The CC was amazing. I think that one go, if my Todd just went off before the swap, it would have worked. But yeah, you see the rogue is not happy about the warriors DRing the stuns. 100%. Just make sure you are not DRing the main target for the sub rogue. They're not gonna be happy. So this is a double melee round. I actually think we do fairly well into this. I don't know. I could have played Crackle into this as well. Hunters, again, really hard to heal. They just are for Mistweavers. I really feel like this round, I think is a quick one. I try to rob the priest. We get him a little. I incap off the holy ward, and I think they do. I clash, and I tried to sweep, but they get the chastise on me, and I revival. So I peace weavered, or I revivaled while stunned to get a peace weaver, and he fears into it. So then I get a sweep. So this is actually a good start for us, because I think we got a really good go here on the Windwalker. I do so much damage. We're swept, but it's DR on me. And we just do damage here, like straight up. We're just doing damage to the Windwalker. I actually think Artemis Warriors can die too. But that's all of our stun DRs. Everyone's on stun DRs, so that means we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna cocoon the rogue here. That's that's first advantage there from the rogue. They go on my hunter. Again, this is the situation. This is the issue I have with hunters. Okay, we don't have to be in melee range, right? You can play from range, right? Your spells are 40 yards. So whatever hunters are melee range, it always like kind of blows my mind a little bit. But we do get a full bomb here, and we just kill. We straight up just kill the Windwalker without trying it. Like, so much damage. So we do get the 6-0 here. 76 points. This is the most points I've gotten in quite a while, quite some time. So this is pretty good. About 2400 MMR. But yeah, good plays. Good, genuinely really good stuff by the DPS. The Windwalker's porting. The rogue just setting up really well. So really happy with the DPS and the shuffle, and I couldn't have gotten a 6-0 if they didn't press the button, so I'm happy for that. But yeah, if you enjoy videos like this, please let me know. I am more than happy to do more videos like this. These some rounds were intense, some of them were pretty much just like we just one-shot people. So yeah, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And again, please let me know if you like these videos. I will be more than happy to do more videos like this. So that's it for me. Hope everyone's a fantastic day. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you later.